We corporate, you heard? Let's go. Shout out to MFHolyland, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, rolling. All right.
Yo.
All right.
Reporting live from 90 Culture Studios on the MFHolyland Network.
Villains.
Villain Talk.
Villain Talk.
3rd episode.
Exclusive content.
Antidote.
Never gonna find this.
All caps, no caps.
But you gonna find this.
Antidote 1989 on IG.
Introduce yourselves.
Big titties.
I love big titties.
That's your name?
Where they
What, Big Titties?
Big titties run the world.
Because they already took Titty Boy, so
I
you
don't
just
know,
took
man.
Big Titties.
Big titties was like Hugh Hefner Playboy shit. You feel me?
Yo,
though it's pimp.
the thing
There's a
is,
glass of wine,
people
cigar
forget
to it,
Hugh
but
Hefner the GOAT.
I think booty is like
No,
taking
he
over.
is a pedophile.
Oh yeah, damn straight. Then you fucking right. But
But he's
still the GOAT.
he's
the GOAT
gone.
he's the GOAT of
Rest his
pedophiles.
soul.
But the thing
Oh, you
is,
know what came out today?
He brought some good magazines.
the thing is, he's only a
life.
pedophile.
Matter of fact, this
He's
is villain
only-
talk. You know what villain talk should be? We should talk about all the villains that people don't know that's villains.
Yo, there's
Listen.
a lot of villains out there. Most of y'all vote for
There's
them.
no speculation on what it could be. This is
Yeah.
what it is.
Most of the villains
feel
out
me?
there, y'all vote for them.
Hey, I'm not a fan of even politics. I don't even think I like to vote because I don't think it does us any benefit.
It's a scam.
For
But back to
me,
Hugh Hefner, he's only a pedophile in these modern times.
What you mean?
That
That would be all pedophiles.
exactly.
What you
I'm
talking
sorry.
Exactly.
about?
That's why. Well, listen,
So
check
you
me
can't
out. They
pick for the
was. So you telling
pedophiles?
me they wasn't? They listen.
Back in the day, they was getting married at 13 years old.
They dead ass. They was getting down and dirty young.
yeah, shit, yeah, off topic. Yeah, that shit
was doing
definitely.
some wild
How we start
shit.
That shit definitely
we
fit a
start off?
different era.
How we start off with that
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying,
I wanna know
different
how it's
regions.
gonna look in the future. I
don't
just
even know what
wanna
the fuck
take
y'all
like
talking
a good
about.
50-year trip into the future to see what all the
Exactly,
shit
yo.
we
Give
doing
2-3 the
now, they being
motherfucking
like,
mic. That's some villain talk.
That shit's
The
fucked
fuck?
up. Yo, that man was
Yo,
smoking.
this is villain talk.
Nah.
Fucked up.
we ain't talking about a
I ain't
villain.
talking about no pedophiles, you know what I'm saying? If he was one, fuck him. I looked at some Playboy though. Shout out Hugh Hefner, you know what
He
I'm
was a
saying?
pedophile.
Don't shout that
You know what I'm
nigga
saying?
out.
Well, not shout out the pedophile shit. I'm just learning this, but like, you know what I'm saying? For what
Shout out R. Kelly.
Playboy
Man.
is.
Yo, shout out R.
You know what
Kelly.
I'm saying? Shout out Playboy. Shout out Playboy, because I feel like
This is getting
that
banned
was
before
that's a
this
Shout
is
out
statement.
O.J.
Everything else they
Simpson.
talking about.
Shout
fuck it.
out Bill
shout out
Cosby.
O.J. Simpson. You know what I'm saying? If
Nah,
the glove
shout out
don't
OJ.
fit, you must have quit.
He killing.
Shout out fucking
He
Johnny
killing on the
Cochran.
Cam show. He killing on the Cam and It Is What It Is show. Shout out to them niggas. OJ
Yeah, right?
funny as hell.
Hey, man.
The GOAT.
But besides all that, Villain Talk, live, antidote, all caps. Go find me. New music coming out. You know what I'm saying? And
So, Antidote,
yes, sir.
tell us about your album.
Man, this shit's it's an inspiration. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, just where it came from. It when I was listening to some of the beats, I was just going through this one album that I grabbed one beat from, and I like what I listened to. The album, it just got me in this weird pocket. So I was vibing and picked a few out, and I said I'm gonna run these.
Are these your beats?
Nah, these are Dilla beats. Hence the name of the album is Illa Dope. You know, Jay Dilla and the Dope. Unofficially, officially. You know what I'm saying? Jay Dilla.
It's called what? What's the name of the album?
Illa Dope. Illa Dope.
Illa Dope.
Illa Dope.
Okay.
It's the Illa version of Antidote.
When did you start listening to Jay Dilla?
Man,
By accident.
now I'm gonna say probably around the time him and Madlib did that joint album. I mean, I was listening to some Slum Village, but yo, I didn't even know he was in Slum Village originally because I'm listening to that shit on like a CD still. So it's like I'm not putting the shit, the images to the faces.
Mm.
And then when I really got tapped in, and this is probably when he had passed already. I'm not certain, but there was a song called The Reunion with I think Black Milk produced it. I'm not sure. I think it was Dilla, but I think Black Milk was on it. I think it had Elzai in it.
For sure.
But yeah, man, that song right there, that beat just resonated with me well, that vibe, and I was like, damn. And a lot of the Slum Village shit, bro, you know. I went to a few Dilla days down here, the first and like second one they did.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I love the memory of Jay Dilla, and I wish I got a chance. Like I didn't get a chance to see Michael Jordan play all the time, right? But he's the greatest player in my mind.
Shout out to Dylan, man.
Yeah, I
So-
feel like I didn't get to
live
see
forever,
Dilla
live
all
forever.
the time in my time, enough in my time, but I feel like I still refer to him as one of the greats.
Is there any other producers that you look up to that inspired this album?
You know
Or
what's
this
crazy?
one focus upon one?
I know a few good producers in my head that come to mind when you ask that, but what's crazy is the only two outside producers I really rapped on's production besides my own is a Dilla beat or one of my homies down in Miami went to like the same school, but he kind of was graduated before me, and his name's Sus. Oh, that's kind of sus. You know what I'm saying? But
Is his name Sus?
nah,
or
that's
his
his
name
like that's
Sus?
his nickname. That's his nickname because his
How he
last
got
name
that
has
nickname, yo?
Because he was being
His
sus.
last name-
So
has-
like
He was doing
his
sus
tag
shit.
his tag is Sus the producer. Like
I don't even really know what he goes by.
that's
But,
wild. He's known by Sus.
RJD2, SJD2, something maybe.
Yo, shout out to Sus, yo. Keeping it
Yeah.
alive.
So
So what kind of vibe does his beats have?
versatility, man. When I was learning like Ableton, because I started off in the machine, the Native Instruments machine. I had the micro, and when I started using that, I was soaring. But when I went to like my school, I went to SAE. I had started using a bunch of the DAWs because they kind of put us in those challenging modes or simulations and programmed us to like learn this shit. So Ableton was probably the last one that I started fucking with, which was dope because a lot of people around me were using it. So it gave me a chance to learn it from like
People who already had their hands open. it, you feel me?
So I just took
Pause.
my methodology and put it with that, and man, I've been with it ever since. But my first few beats, I was like, yo, I can fuck with this, and then I saw like how other producers are being versatile, not just making one genre. But yeah, man.
For sure.
I'm giving dude his flowers because it's like that's what I'm saying. It's the only other dude besides Dilla, and he's like a local to me. So shout out to Sus. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only other producer I got on music before.
How many tracks?
On this shit, this shit is like I'm trying to think. I dropped 3 singles on DSPs and shit, but it's exclusive to Bandcamp and my website 90culture.com. And the one that you purchase is gonna have the 3 singles, 2 bonus tracks, and possibly 3 bonus tracks. You know what I'm saying?
The
I'm
deluxe.
trying to get a 4th one in there, but it might be updated later, you know? And if that happens, then I wind up just sending it to everybody who counts the album.
What's the length of the project? Like the time? Is it short and sweet or long? And I mean, pause.
I just been pause.
Yeah, you wind. Does it wind around? Does it bend? Wow.
I went for short. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they said, like long-term content, short-form content.
Yeah.
I went for like short-form content rap. Like, it still got substance, but you can replay that bitch. You know? The attention span is short. Okay, good. So here's 4 songs, and it's like it's different chapters in the same book. But
For sure.
like the peace of mind joint, that shit, you know, short.
I was about to say,
but-
what's your favorite one on there?
I
Or
think
do you
the
have a
peace of
favorite?
mind. I'm not gonna cap because that shit right there has a different feel, different vibe. And initially, when people heard it, everybody was fucking with it.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna lie, everybody was fucking with it when I performed it. So that was cool. So like, I took that feedback.
Nice.
But my favorite personally is like the Manager Special joint. Yeah, bro. I feel like I was flowing, and that's that pocket I was getting into just listening to the beats.
So describe
sure.
that pocket, bro. What's that
Man, it's
pocket?
like
What's
funk.
that theme?
It's like funk. It's like jazz rap, you know?
Like some Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, man. Cause shout out to Nujabe's too, because him and Dilla share like the same birthday, and
For sure.
you know what I'm saying?
So how long did this project come together or take to come together? I know sometimes, some people projects take an hour. Some people projects takes a year and shit. Like, how long did it come for you to come up with the concept and bring everything all together as one?
I'm trying to think right now because my son was starting school. So that's when I started writing it, because I remember I was writing this shit after I dropped him off. I'd be bumping that shit on the way back to the crib. Whenever that was. So that had to be sometime at the end of the mid last year. So I was like somewhere in August, right? I started writing some of that shit in August. I must have recorded that shit the
So
top
about
of the year.
6-8 months, something like that.
Yeah. Of like writing just once it was recorded, I was like, I took my time with some of the songs. I dropped them as singles. But yeah, man. I like to write at a steady pace, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to, especially if I'm trying to
let it
create.
sit
So I
too
wanted
long.
I wanted to let the beats draw the words out versus me trying to find ways to fit them.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So this album, let me see the feel of it, the direction, the sound. If you can compare it to any villain, what villain would it be and why?
Man, when I think of like villain, I think of more like anti-hero. So I'm thinking like, oh man, like Doom is, you know what I'm
God
saying?
damn.
I like Doom because
Victor Vaughn.
because I think of MF Doom, R.I.P. But I think of like I like Magneto,
Mm-hmm.
I like kind of what he stands for too, bro. He kind of reminds me of like a Che Guevara type. You feel me? Like
He's like the
he
mutant
for his
Malcolm X.
people. He for his people. You know, he really is like when they stand up for the mutants and shit. Like he was for his people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think of other ones that aren't like out of my lane.
Just one.
Nah,
One to
yeah, I
focus
say
on.
Magneto, Magnus. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Magneto. I fuck with Magneto. I be kicking niggas ass on the damn.
He had the most horrible children.
He had kids too, you know what I'm saying, that were like
They was magnets?
infamous as well. So that's
He
dope.
had one like Fast Motherfucker, and then
Polaris.
Scarlet Witch.
I learned that
Polaris
Polaris
too,
was
shit.
his daughter too. Yeah, from comic book knowledge, you feel me?
So what would be the best environment to listen to this album? Like, what's your
In your
ideal
car with the wind,
environment?
with the windows down and the wind
Sunroof
blowing.
down.
Maybe with the AC on like level 1, so you're not fucking your shit up. But like,
What time of day?
shit, all times of the day,
Mm-hmm.
all times of the day. Especially that peace of mind when you fucking sweating some shit. Press play on that. I feel like easy words to remember. Press replay, man. You fucking just free your mind.
For sure. You got anything for the ladies on there?
Yeah, that peace of mind. That's soft.
So you giving the ladies peace of mind?
Shit, I'm
You a
looking for my
smooth
own
villain?
peace of mind.
Or
for that
you giving
rhetoric
them peace
of giving
in their
somebody
mind.
else anything
Yeah.
else. I ain't even talking
Piecing
about,
off
you know
in
what I'm
their
saying,
mind.
for
You feel
nothing.
me?
But like, I'm looking for my own peace of mind.
For sure. I mean, big ups to everybody involved. You got features on there?
Everybody involved.
Only one feature right now. That was Athena.
Okay.
Shout out.
Athena vibes.
Everything else is just all you? With the verses?
Yeah, everything is Antidote and Jay Dilla.
For sure. Do you got merch coming out behind the project as well?
For this project, I would like to create something, but I'm
So
not
it
gonna
hasn't
lie.
been created yet.
I'm focused on the
Clearly, if he said I would like to
2.0
create
album, so
No, they be saying that they already have like 98 shit in the tuck. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I got some merch coming out for the program's 2.0 album. I already
For
got
sure.
that
You
95
talking
Bulls.
about that?
Yeah,
For
man. Give a little insight. That shit will be coming out closely after the Illidote project. Mind you, the Illidote is just like a warm up. The program's a
So
collective.
there's a little sample.
But I'll just say that it's gonna be dope, and that's all I'll say. We're gonna have a whole nother interview on that shit. But right now, look out for the programs 2.0. You know You know what I'm saying? A lot of dope MCs on there.
You mean the Illa Dope?
Nah, Illidote is coming out on the 22nd. The
Right.
Programs 2.0 is coming out on the 29th. But I'm saying, that's how we're going to have a whole nother talk on that shit. 'Cause a lot of people involved and want to get a
Speak
good
on that when we
perspective,
speak
yeah.
on it.
For sure.
Right now, it's about the Illidote, Antidote, all caps.
Now,
No cap.
do you feel releasing music and projects so close to each other, you may get low visibility on some projects that you may not promote fully?
I say, what you getting?
What
You
you
know what I'm
getting?
saying? And then I say, what you doing? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it, and I already noticed that all the shit I did I say 1 month run, 1.5 to 1 month run of dropping singles with 2 pieces of visual content behind it and cover art. And it garnered attention enough to be like a whole nother pocket of lookers or viewers or, you know what I'm saying, are focusing. So with that being said, it's like, I know that it creates a productivity, and if you get what you put in is what you get from it. You know what I'm saying? You get what you put in.
So what did you get from this one?
What I got was that I'm that motherfucker.
Oh, that's what you got from it?
Yeah, I talk my shit. It's that villain talk. You feel me?
You feel
This
me?
was more. This is more savory. This is more jazzy. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people was fucking with it, and they see antidote and they see the skill. But I gotta keep doing this shit as antidote.
So is
But
this
when
shit-
you talk about dropping projects close back to back, the collective isn't necessarily me. I'm just the man on the ones and twos. That's it.
for
Feel
sure?
me?
How do you split that time between yourself as being a producer and then yourself as being an artist?
I live
Well, a
multiple
rapper.
lives in multiple dimensions at one
It's just
time.
stupid. He said he got
Feel me?
multiple identities, aliases.
You know
He
what
got
I'm
many
saying?
hats.
Jason Bourne shit, nah. Fucking, but nah,
He's the living
definitely.
tribunal.
Is there any advice you would like to give the artists out there who are on that path and who would like to do those things that you're doing as far as releasing music consistently and production and videos and
Prepare yourself. I say this just like I said on the second episode of Villain Talk. Like, you gotta do this shit in layers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta season in layers. So it's like you gotta prepare. You can't just do this shit and expect it's gonna get done. If you're a type of MC who likes to go in the studio and rap right there and you can do it, straight. But if you're going in there to practice, you might not want to waste your own time, especially if you're paying for the
Gotta be
time.
ready.
You gotta be prepared. Do your homework.
I feel like it's a
saying?
weird thing now because these days most rappers want to be seen more than they're heard. You feel me? And I feel like they get a lot of that from a lot of shit that happened the couple past years. You know what I'm saying? You got like a
social media
Playboy,
stuff.
exactly, a Playboy Cardi. See the man everywhere. You feel me? You got a
Facts.
Lil Uzi, you got a Drake, you got a.
But that also gives
Hold
some
on.
type of validation to be seen everywhere,
That's
because
what
then
I'm
now they
saying.
want to see, all right, well, what is this nigga's everywhere? Let me go see why he's everywhere.
Like,
You feel
why,
me?
why am I consistently seeing this person at these places with these people wearing this or hearing this? You know what I'm saying?
They
That's a
wearing
fact.
this. I think that's some of that
Damn.
higher up shit. But that shit you can't defeat. But the underground, we will remain fucking strong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like down here, it's good. You can still build your niche market, and you could be seen. You know, yo, shout out to some of the underground clothing brands and shit that be doing that. You know, I think everybody wants to tap in with the next level. I do, but I want to do it in my own way. You feel me? A niche market can get you what you need. You feel me?
That's a
couple
fact.
loyal fans versus everything that you see on the fucking Instagram and,
You know what I'm saying? Everybody
and
got their
social
kinks.
media. Don't believe that hype. Don't believe that shit. You know,
You
protect
feel
your
me?
happiness. Don't be out here fucking selling your soul or selling yourself short, thinking that you ain't amounting to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like keep working.
Don't
I'm not
protect
gonna
your
lie, yo.
happiness.
Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Fame Life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one hardworking dude right there. And I look at his hustle and I'm like,
never
yo,
seen him sit
if you're not
down.
working as hard as Fame,
Appreciate it. I'm
then
standing
you're
up
not,
now.
you're not working at all. You know what I'm saying? I say the standard should be like, look at Fame. What's he doing? and then try to do it better than him.
I'm humbled.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
Feel me?
Yeah,
So,
but nah, all of it, man. And the thing about that is, man, just having people. What keeps me going is seeing other people around me that's working. You know what I'm saying? When I see y'all niggas constantly promoting, trying to do this and trying to do that, that keeps me productive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lead by example type vibe. So the more I see my niggas working and shit, the more I'm going to work. Because it's like, all right, boom, we all got a mission and shit. You know what I mean? And this leads me to my last question and shit was, to be an overnight success as artists and shit, it could take 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
10 years.
What is your inspiration to keep you moving through these times until you get to those millions of dollars in your pocket? You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming, but what is keeping you on that track? You feel me?
I would say first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, my family. And I know that, you know, we're not just doing it to get money off the music, but the music really inspires me itself. You know what I'm saying? I do aspire to turn a green in this shit because I know that I can package up my content and like it could be enjoyable to. I want to create something timeless. You feel me? Something you can go back to. But to be honest,
aesthetic.
I think just the music itself, listening to different genres of music, inspired me to be like, damn, I wonder what they was thinking when they was writing that. But yeah, man,
Trying to
definitely
dip
my
into their
family,
brain.
like trying to inspire my family and take care of them, but mostly the music.
For sure.
Because
So what makes
Just
it
like
hard
just
for
like
you to do that?
Just like a painter and shit. Know what I mean,
makes
you
it
want to
hard
get
do
that.
what?
It doesn't make it
What
hard.
makes it hard for you to
Pause.
do that?
To do what?
What you just described, like
Nothing. He
make
just said
the
that's
art
what.
and
that was the-
make it successful for you. I'll smack the shit out you. And
Nothing
be
makes
successful,
it, nothing
but
makes
also
it difficult
make
except
money
like
to support your people.
nothing makes it difficult to create, but without less finance, there has to be a different balance. You know what I'm saying? And there's almost an imbalance if you're on the path of strictly creativity. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you either gotta find other hustles to support, or you know what I'm saying. You just do what you're gonna do, bro.
For sure.
Do what you have to do to make sure it gets done.
Got to make
And the
that
ones
shit
that are really
happen.
about it, they doing this shit. And if you're not doing this shit and you create an excuse or you saying you broke, that's one thing I don't like hear motherfuckers tell me, I'm broke.
I'm
Well
broke.
then get the fuck out of here. Villain
home.
talk. Get
Build your-
on. You know what I'm
build your
saying?
money.
You know what I'm saying? Like go
Stack
count that
your
shit
bread.
over there. Cause I ain't gonna tell you I'm broke, but I'm gonna find a way to help input. And if that ain't the goal, then you ain't for the team. And if you ain't about the self-preservation with the greater interest, you know what I'm saying, then I feel like we gotta do something. Sometimes we gotta put our money where our mouths is. So we can't be just saying that we broke and like that's not enough.
For
It's
sure.
not
Later,
sustainable. You
for
can't
sure,
always
for
be
sure.
broke.
Sooner or later, you're gonna find yourself
can't
not
always
doing
be
what
broke.
the things you say you want to do.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. You gotta make sure you get some type of bread, some type of hustle, and then also make sure you learning each day and shit. Know what I
Get
mean?
another hustle.
Because a broke man is also a dumb man. You feel me?
Dumbass.
So one more time, man. What's the name of the album?
Illa dope.
Illa Dope. Know what I'm saying? And what's the date?
February 22nd.
February 22nd. Know what I mean?
24th or 22nd?
February 22nd, 2024.
Yeah, let's go.
2024. We lit.
February 22nd. Illa Dope. Know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in. Get those vibes. Anybody you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. I'm saying shout out God. Shout out fucking everybody in this room, you know what I'm saying? MFHolyland, Wavy 23, Fame Life, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Clockwork. We about to pull up on y'all. We about to go see this Stove God Cook show. You know what I'm saying? And Griselda in the motherfucking building. Griselda in fucking Fort Lauderdale. We out here, bro. And Antidote, all caps, no cap. That's how you find me on DSPs. Go listen to my music.
Cheer, cheer.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Antidote's not out there on the DSPs exclusively at 90culture.com
90culture.com.
or at Bandcamp.
Hey,
90culture on Bandcamp. So, you know, go purchase at your own price point.
Get
But
that.
we here, man. Peace.
Let's get it. We out.
Villain Talk. Villain Talk